In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to get your first ever sale doing dropshipping with your own website, whether it be Shopify or WooCommerce. And I do truly believe your first sale is what's going to help you with your journey going forward, because once you get your first sale and you hear the ka-ching noise, that's it. Your confidence will elevate, your momentum will elevate, and everything changes for you. So in today's video, I'm going to make it pretty simple on how to get your first sale. I'm going to cover 4 different things. Number 1 being mindset. Number 2 being the store setup, the apps, and how you should lay out your store. Number 3 being your products, how to pick products that are going to sell fast. Also going to cover the Facebook ad strategy that will enable you to get your first sale, your second sale, your 10th sale, your 20th sale, your 30th sale. So this whole Facebook ad strategy that I'm going to be showcasing today, step by step, me going into the ads manager and actually building these with you, will be able to get you to get your first sale, but all the way up to your 30th sale. Now, if you've ever watched any of my videos before and you've actually been able to get sales with my strategies, put a comment in the comment section below and say, look, Cam's strategies work, they've got me sales and whatnot. And also, if you're watching this and you've not got your first sale, but this video helps you get your first sale, go and comment that in the comment section below to build the trust and also to build the excitement to help other people get their first sale, as that's what I'm here to help you guys do. Now, like I said, it's going to be broken up to 4 different stages. I'll leave timestamps on the screen to help people choose where they want to start. But if you are brand new, please start at mindset, because the mindset part is very important. I'm not going to cover it for ages, don't worry, but there's a few things that I do want to mention that will help you with going into your Facebook ads. Now, if you're somebody that's already got your first sale, you are going to want to watch this video still, because the Facebook ad strategy that I'm going to be showcasing is a brand new updated strategy with a few changes that will help with the algorithm. Now, let's just get straight into the content. But before I do, I am actually doing a giveaway today where I'm going to give somebody the chance to win a 15-minute consultation call with me. And all you need to do to enter that giveaway is comment mentor me or consult me, either 2 of those words, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. And as soon as we hit 1,000 likes, I will be picking 1 winner. Now let's just get straight into helping you guys get your first sale.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
So the first part of the video is mindset. Now, as a beginner, or even if you're advanced, mindset is very important in terms of how you should approach things, because depending on how you approach something and how you perceive something is very important in terms of how you then actually do it. So I want to cover mindset very quickly. Don't worry, I'm not going to spend loads of time covering this. I will leave a link in the description to a full article covering how you should prepare your mental health for this business venture, so make sure you go and read that as well. And all the other resources I'll be talking about today will also be in the link in the description below as well, so you can go and watch those other resources that I will be recommending. Now, like I said, there are timestamps as well in the description below, so you can skip the video to where is most suitable for you. But if you are a newbie, you should watch the video from now. Now, the first thing about mindset is you need to spend money to make money in business. And like I said before, coming from a corporate world, coming from a job, you don't really spend any money to make money. You literally get paid a salary and that is it. Now, with e-commerce and business, you need to actually spend money to then make money. So just be okay with spending money. If you're somebody that's not okay with spending money, and when I say spending money, I mean hundreds to thousands to tens of thousands, depending on where you are in your position in your business. At this point of view, you're going to be spending a couple of hundred to start with. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not just going to be spending, you will be making some money as well at the same time. But I do want you to understand that, yes, you will be spending money and you need to be okay with that. Because when we kind of start a business, or in terms of when we are grown up and we get into a job, we're told that if you spend money to make money, it's a scam. But trust me, in business, it's normal to spend money to make money. So that's the first point. The second point is the work you do today will not be affected, or it might not take any form of results for days, months, or weeks, or years. What I'm trying to say, guys, is in a job, the work you do, you'll get results in terms of you will get a salary at the end of the month, so you're guaranteed your results. Now, in business, it's not the same. The work you do today might not take effect for maybe a couple of days. So for example, when I teach you how to launch your Facebook ads, you might not get a sale for 2 days. So the work you did on the day you made them might not affect by day 2. So what I'm trying to say is, in business, get used to doing things every day which might not take effect for days to come or weeks to come. Now, that's something that people can't get over. They do the work, they're like, oh, I've spent 10 hours today building my store, getting my ads set up, doing all this, doing all that, and I've got nothing from it. And people are like, wow, I've done all that, but I've got nothing. What was the point at the end of the day? It's completely normal. Get used to doing 10 hours a day, 5 hours a day, and getting nothing for weeks. That's completely normal. So you need to be okay with that. If you're not, just walk out the door right now because it's going to eat you alive. The next thing is consistency is key. Now, you will test a couple of products and maybe not make any money. You might lose money. You might not even get a sale. So consistency, and this is what I'll be teaching when we do the Facebook ads, you will need to keep testing, and eventually you will find something that works. I'll put pictures on the screen explaining some of these phrases that I'm telling you, some of these scenarios. I'll put a picture showing a guy that's digging for gold and he gives up just before he's about to get the diamonds. So you got to think like that. And I always tell people, think that your next product is going to be the one that makes you the money. Now, the last point on mindset is you get paid for the value you put in the marketplace. So in a job, you just get paid per hour. So if you work 10 hours, you get paid for 10 hours, if that's your salary or if that's your per hour wage, whatever. But in business, you get paid for the value you put in the marketplace. If you're not putting any value in the marketplace, you're not going to get paid. So you need to understand that. You need to reprogram yourself and say, look, if I put 10 hours in today, I might not even get paid for 10 hours. And that is literally what I want to cover with in terms of mindset, because when you do Facebook ads, when you build, let's say 3 different stores and you don't get anything from them, you're going to feel demotivated. You're going to feel like crap, because in a job, if you were to do the same thing, you would have made money from doing it. So you need to be okay with all of these things. So I thought I'd prepare you for this, instead of just going straight into the Facebook ads and you not knowing what to expect. So in terms of mentality, this is what you need to know. And like I said, I will leave a link in the description below to the full mindset training, which I definitely recommend you read. And the ones that do read that in full and take action are the ones that I promise you will succeed the most. Now let's go over the setup for success in terms of the store and the apps. So the first thing is you need to go and watch my video on the one product store format. Now I've made a full video, which is an hour and 30 minutes long, me building a store from scratch with a 3 theme, and I show you exactly how to build it in the one product format. Now the reason why I'm getting you guys to do a one product store is because they are by far the best stores to build for beginners and for people that have never done 6 figures before. Because number one, if you do a one product store, you are completely focused on that one thing and you're not distracted by anything else. And as a beginner, your discipline is quite bad, so you will get distracted. And the next thing is you're going to get things done. I see people building general stores for weeks, months, and they don't take any action. Build a one product store, get on with it, just go. And that's the reason why I'm recommending it. And it's the easiest way to increase conversions. And as a beginner, you're not going to be the king of conversions. So having a one product store is literally going to be the best way to get your highest conversion rates. So I don't really want to cover what's the pros of one product stores. Just trust me when I say this. Go and build a one product store. Go and watch the video on the screen. Now, everything that I tell you to go and watch and recommend watching, watch it at the end of the video, or watch it, come back to the video, then go ahead. But follow this video as it goes. But I will leave all the recommended things, like I said, the one product store video of me building it, in the description below and in the cards. The next thing is the apps you're going to need. So you're going to need something called Luke's Reviews. Now, Luke's Reviews is an image review from AliExpress. You can actually import reviews from AliExpress onto your website. Now, you always want to make sure that you're adding 3 to 5 image reviews onto your website. Don't just add text reviews where it says great product and that's it. You always want to add clear image reviews, and you need at least 3 to 5. That is the best way for building trust with consumers. The next app is Klaviyo. Now Klaviyo is an email marketing platform. Now it's completely free to start with, and basically it's a safety net. And now what I mean by a safety net is it's going to actually help you with what you're paying for. Now you're going to be spending a lot of money on Facebook advertising, which is going to drive traffic to your website, and hopefully it's going to convert. But there is going to be a lot of people that go to your website, add to cart like we all do, and then just not buy. Now Klaviyo is going to be a safety net, because if somebody adds to cart but then they leave, it's going to actually get people back on your website with an intent to buy, because you're going to email them saying, look, we know you've left something in your cart, but why not use this 20% discount? And then they're going to, so at the end of the day, to clear this up, you're spending money for people to come on your website, so you need to maximize what you're spending your money on. So there's no point letting people run off. Go and capture them. And I've actually made another video which is an hour long. If you don't know my channel right now, my channel is very much course worthy content. I've made a video that's an hour and a half long, I think an hour and a half long, of me showing you how to build email marketing for completely free, step by step, so you can recover people that just drop off your website. Or let's say, for example, somebody buys one product from you, I even teach you how to then get them to buy another few products from you. So go and watch that video as well, because if you don't have a safety net set up, you're not going to get your first sale, you're not going to be profitable, and you're going to lose money. The next app you're going to need is Wait. Now, all the apps that I'm recommending are going to increase the chances of you getting your sales. Now, what Wait does is an exit pop-up. Now, there's something called an open pop-up. Now, you don't want to get any pop-ups. but an exit pop-up. You don't have to use Wait. You can use a different app that does the same thing. But if, let's say, for example, somebody goes on your website and then they decide to want to leave, before they are allowed to leave, it will say, look, before you leave, why not use this 20% discount code? That way it will keep people on your website. It will get them to be like, you know what, let's go and buy it if I'm going to get a 20% discount. That way you're increasing the potential of every bit of traffic coming to your website that is going to convert. That way, what you're paying for, you're maximizing basically, and that is the key with e-commerce. The next app is CJ Dropshipping. Now again, I've made another video on CJ Dropshipping. Now what it is it's basically doing US shipping, so you're shipping from the US, and that way you're going to get faster delivery times, because there's no point making money and getting sales. That is the first part, guys. But to retain the sale, which means not getting a chargeback and not getting a return, you can get your first sale, but what's the point of getting your first sale if you're going to get refunds? It's not worth it. Refunds are a hassle. So with CJ Dropshipping, you're going to get faster shipping times, you're going to get a better supplier with communications, and you're going to get better shipping tracking. All that kind of logistics will be done a lot better. That way it will limit your chargebacks and your return rates. So that is the reason why I'm recommending CJ Dropshipping. Now that is literally the whole setup done. Now we're going to move on how to find a winning product, and but most importantly, what makes a winning product, or what makes a product sell well. So point number one to take into consideration when looking for products, which I'll be showing you literally in the next 5 minutes. Number one, does the product solve a problem or a pain point? So does that product solve a problem for that consumer? So does it solve them basically spending 10 minutes a day when they don't need to be spending 10 minutes a day? Or does it solve that painful problem for them where they're thinking, you know what, every day I have to do that one painful thing, but I hate doing it. If you can then take that out of somebody's life, they are willing to pay for it and they are going to buy it without a doubt. So always ask yourself, does my product solve a problem, or does it help with a pain point? Number two, now do bear in mind, guys, not every product will match everything on this list. As long as a product matches one of the points that I'm talking about today, then that's a good product. But the more it matches, obviously the better chance it's got, but they won't meet all of them because it depends on the product you're going for. So the second point is, does the product have a large profitable target market? So what I'm trying to say is, now this comes down to more when you scale a product. So when you scale a product, if the target market is this big, you're only going to be able to scale it to this big, and that big could be 50 grand a month. It might be $50,000 in revenue a month you might be able to make from that product. But if you have something with that kind of a target audience, you're going to be able to make, let's say for example, 200,000 in revenue a month. So what I'm trying to say is, try and pick a product where it has a large target market. Now, to be honest with you, as a beginner, this might not be as important to you because you're just looking for your first sale, or you're just looking to get a couple, let's say for example, 50 orders a month and just trying to learn and whatnot. So this one isn't as important, but if you really want to go big on your first try and go with something with a large profitable target market. And what I mean by profitable is, always do your research on the niche. Is the niche a profitable niche? Is the niche in the next 3 years going to be profitable? Is it going to generate more income every year? Always do that. Now, I've made loads of videos talking about how to do niche research. I'll also leave that in the description below. Now, the next point is the product new or hard to find in department stores? So this one's very, very important. There's no point somebody going onto your website and buying something if they can just go down the, let's say for example, a 15-minute drive, or should I say a 15-mile drive, to go and find something at the local Walmart or the local department store. It needs to be something that they can only exclusively buy online. So make that very important. Or it needs to be something that is very new to, let's say for example, selling online where nobody else in stores has got it quite yet. The next point is the product mind-blowing, and is the product unique? So products that always do well are the ones that are mind-blowing, because it makes people think, wow, is that really real? Is that really what it's going to be like when I order it? So it puts people in a mindset where they think, you know what, if I order this product, is it going to be really what they're telling me? So people are fascinated by the concept. They always do well because people go crazy for those kind of products. Now, the next point is it unique? So is the product unique? Now, in terms of being unique, the reason why it's very important is because people want something where it's different to other people. People don't want the same as everybody else when it comes to having things personally. So make sure it's unique. The next point is the product on an uptrend or a downtrend? So you can go onto Google Trends, type in the product name or the product niche, and you can see if it's trending or downtrending. You always want to go for something that is currently trending. And don't worry, I will leave videos on the screen of each point in terms of explaining how to do it. So for example, the Google Trends trending kind of graph, I'll show you that on the screen right now. The next point is there a competitor doing well with the product? So if there's somebody already doing well with something, it proves that it's working, so then you can go on there and do the same. So it's just basically proof of concept. The next thing is, does the product have a track record of selling well? So you can go onto AliExpress and there's loads of Chrome extensions where you can see the daily orders of a product. So if something's selling every day, there's a reason why it's doing well. Now don't worry, the tools that I'm going to be recommending to find the products will also show you the daily orders. So I'll show you all that in a minute. The next thing is, would you recommend the product to somebody else to buy? So if it's a product that you'd recommend to somebody else, then it's going to be a good product, because that means that it's a good quality product, or the product's very fascinating, or it's just a good problem solving product that it's just basically talking a little bit about, does the masses appreciate the product? And that's what the last point really means, because you want something where the mass are going to appreciate it and approve of it, because at the end of the day, that's where you're going to make the most money. So there are all the points in terms of what makes a good product. Now I'm going to be showing you the tools that I use to actually find these products and get the information that I've just explained to you and kind of use it to your advantage. So how do we find products? So I use a tool called Droppoint, and I'll be showing you all of these, don't worry, step by step. And then I also use eSniper, and then I also use ECOM Hunt. So let me just quickly show you how all of these work. So you can see on the screen, I'm on a website called eSniper. Now do bear in mind, I will leave a link in the description below to a 14-day free trial, so it's completely risk-free. And what you do is you should come to a page that looks like this, and you've got something called Ali Sniper, Shop Sniper, Viral Sniper, Insta Sniper, and Top Stores. Now I'm going to try and simplify this to you. Don't worry about anything but Shop Sniper and Viral Sniper. They're the two ones that I recommend using on this website. So for example, let me just quickly show you what Shop Sniper is. So when you hit the Shop Sniper toggle button at the top, it should bring you to a page that looks like this, where it shows you the AliExpress icon and the Amazon icon. So these are the best selling products on AliExpress and on Amazon, and trust me, the ones on this page are always some of the best products that you can find. So these ones are amazing. So guys, use that, and then also use Viral Sniper. So let me just click Viral Sniper and just show you what this one does. So when you hit Viral Sniper, your page should now look like this, and these are products that are going viral, have the chance to go viral, or are currently on the trend to go viral. Now all of these products are always really good products. Now that's how I use eSniper, and then when you click on the product, it'll actually show you a graph of the orders, and it'll show you a graph of the wish list. But I just wanted to simplify this tool to you, because I don't want you guys coming on this tool being like, whoa, there's so many features, I don't know how to use it. Trust me, just use it as simple as that. Shop Sniper, Viral Sniper, they're the two ones that I recommend using. Keep it as simple as that, and that's pretty much all you want to do. Now a massive golden nugget that I'm going to give you is, try and find a product that you can price at $29.99 or under, but remaining with a $15 profit margin. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say for example we find a product on eSniper that's for $4, but then you want to add a $15 profit margin that will cover your marketing expenses, your taxes, all of those kind of things that are going to eat away your profit, but it will also remain you with a profit. That way you'd price a product at $19.99, $4 for the product, then $15, which is your base, like your profit added onto it, and then that's your selling price. And then that way you can cover the product cost, you can cover all the other costs, and keep a profit at the end of the day. So that's what I just wanted to give you guys, because picking products that you can price at $29.99 or under are the best converting products, because the conversion rates are a lot higher because it's a cheaper product, so people don't need to build as much trust with you. So that's just a golden nugget that I thought I'd give you guys to increase your chances of finding a winner. Now the next tool is Droppoint. Now Droppoint is a paid option. Now unfortunately I don't have a free trial for this. I have tried telling the business owner to give me a free trial for you guys, but he just won't give it me. So this tool is very good though. It is only $5 and it is totally worth it, guys. Now what it does is it actually shows you winning ads. So it will show you live ads on Facebook, and this thing is super powerful because you can see other ads that are doing well. So if other ads have got, let's say for example, 100,000 views, the guy is paying a lot of money to reach that amount of people. So if it's reaching that amount of people, the product must be doing well. So you can filter this by winning advertisements. So it'll actually show you advertisements that are currently winning and are currently doing very well. 1 million views, 200,000 views. You can also basically filter it down by keywords, niches, the pet niche, the baby niche. So this tool is very, very powerful, guys. It will show you proven track record products in the past. So So that is the second tool. And like I said, I'm keeping it very simple because you don't want to overcomplicate yourself and you don't want to get into a mindset where, oh, I don't know which one to pick. I don't know which one to pick. Just pick a product using this method that I've just shown you and the eSniper method. Now I'm going to move on to the last method. Now the last method is a free method. Now it's called ECOM Hunt. Now you don't need the paid version, just sign up for the free version. And basically this is what it will look like. It will show you the locked product because that's obviously for the paid options, but also show you loads of winning free products. So all the products here are for free and they are winning products. So I will give ECOM Hunt credit. They do always upload winning products to their website. Now the only downside to the free version is everybody else can see all of this. So it is going to be, they can be quite oversaturated, but I'm going to show you a tip and a trick where you'll avoid saturation. So what I like to do, guys, is I like to do reverse psychology. If you know me, guys, I like to do the complete opposite of everybody else. And what I would do is I'd go to, for example, page 8 and work my way backwards. The reason being is because everything on page 1 is what everybody else will be doing because everybody likes ECOM Hunt, the free version. So if you go to page 8 and let's say, for example, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, all the way back to the latest products. That way you're going to be doing reverse psychology. You're going to be finding products that are old. Now don't get me wrong, old winning products doesn't mean it's not winning. Old winners can win again and again and again and again and again. So don't fall into the mindset as if it's an old winning product, it's not going to win again. There's a simple trick you can do. Put in the product name into Google Trends. If the product name for the Google Trends search is trending, that means that old winning product is trending again. And that is literally another golden nugget, guys. So make sure you like this video because I'm giving you so much value here. So I'd appreciate if you could just like the video. Now we're going to move on to how to set up your Facebook ads for the strategy, which will help you guys get 1 sales all the way up to 30 sales. So guys, you should be able to see my Google Docs sheet on the screen, and I'm just going to cover how the strategy works for Facebook and what you're going to need for this strategy, and then I'm going to go into the ads manager myself and build one out with you guys so you know exactly how to do it. So with this strategy, there is requirements. You need 1 video for your product. Now again, if you don't know how to make video ads, I will leave a description below of me building videos on my own products, which you'll learn how to do yourself. So that will also be in the description below on how to build videos. You're going to need 5 thumbnails. Now a thumbnail is what people see before the video. It's like a picture when they scroll. It's called a scroll stopper. And it's a little image they see before the video starts playing, and it's meant to catch people's attention. And in that video where I show you how to make video ads, I also show you how to make thumbnails too. So just follow that video, it shows you everything. Now the next thing you're going to need is 5 ad headlines, and I'll show you what an ad headline is in a minute. You're also going to need 5 ad copies. Now another massive golden nugget is long ad copies are also doing phenomenal at the moment. So if you want to do a long ad copy, I would recommend doing so. And you're going to need around about $500 in ad spend for this to be most effective. So this is a thumbnail example, and this product here is to help people with their bad knees or knee strains or any form of knee problems or joint problems. And you can see I put don't let your knee stop you, and I put an image of the knee product. I put an image to the knees with the product that solves that problem, and then I put basically a tired face near the woman's face to show that she's in pain and she needs help with her knees. Now an ad headline example is here in the red box, and you can see it says power rebound knee support with 5 stars with a 4.9. So what I'm trying to say here is the product is 4.9 rated out of 5 stars, and that's an ad headline. Now your ad headline, you should keep it between 3 and 5 words. You can go up to 6 words, but I don't recommend going anywhere over that because they should be sweet and short and basically really catchy. Now another massive tip that I like to do is I like to put an emoji before the ad headline and after the ad headline. That way you're going to get the best attention possible. Now let's go on to the ad copy example. Now again, you're going to want to make 5 of these, and you're going to want to make 5 ad headlines, and you're going to want to make 5 thumbnails. Now you want to put, for something like this, don't worry about your knees fatiguing. With our knee enhancers, your knees will feel 18 years old again. That way I'm having a bit of a joke with them. I'm not trying to be too serious. And then I put in the green ticks basically basically key features of the products and what they can do for people. Take sharp pains from your knees, multiple sizes for men and women, get $20 off plus free shipping when you shop now for a limited time only. Don't miss out, redeem your $20 off here. Then you'd put your product URL. Then we're going to be talking about the ads manager column setup. So I'm going to quickly show you how to set up your ads column, because at the end of the day, you need to set up your ad columns because you need to understand how to read the data and the best way to read the data. Now, I'll leave a link in the description below on how to set up your ads column and also what each metric means and why it's important to understand what each metric means. Now, I'm not going to go over it in today's video because it will take too long, but at the end of the day, it is very, very important that you set it up as explained in the video that I'll be leaving in the description below. And it is very important that you understand what each metric means and what is the importance of each metric. And like I said, everything is covered in that video. Just make sure you pay attention, you get a pen and pencil or a pen and paper, and you take notes, guys. Like I said, go and watch that at the end of the video or now and come back to the video, but it's very, very important. Now, let me just show you quickly how to set up the Facebook ads for this strategy. So you should either have your ads column set up now or you should be doing it after the video. But now let's talk about the Facebook ads strategy. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how it's going to be structured, and then I'm going to actually do it with you live. So the first thing is you're going to want to be doing a campaign objective as purchase. So when you click the campaign button, you're going to click purchase. And don't worry, guys, I'm going to be doing it live with you in a minute. I just thought I'd tell you before we get into it. Now, you're going to want to be doing the campaign type being a CBO. CBO stands for campaign budget optimization. So instead of spending the money per ad set, you're spending the money on the campaign, and then the campaign will spend the money on the ad set that is basically working the best. Because back in the day, you're spending money on each ad set. So let's say, for example, if you're putting $5 on each ad set, $5 will be spent on each ad set. But if you put, let's say, for example, $50 on a campaign, the campaign might spend $20 on one ad set, but then $5 on another ad set, because that one with $20 is working the best. I will put a picture on the screen explaining how it works, but trust me, campaign budget optimization is the best way and the most effective way of doing your ads at the moment. The next thing is you're going to want to do your campaign daily budget between $50 and $100. Now, it's completely down to your budget, but if you are a beginner, I would recommend starting with $50 and then working your way up once you are comfortable with spending the money. The next thing is you're going to want to name the campaign your product name, and then you're going to want to call it WC, which stands for website conversion. And that is literally it. Then you want to create 5 ad sets. You want to call the ad sets name whatever the interest is. So if, let's say, you're picking an interest called, let's say, for example, fitness, you'd call the ad set name fitness, and then what countries you're targeting. And like I said, I'm going to show you this all in a minute. Then you're going to want to click conversion event and then purchase. The locations that you're going to be doing is the UK, the US, Ireland. Now, Ireland is one of the best countries and the most underrated country to target. You're going to want to be doing Canada and New Zealand. And then you're going to be wanting to do 21 to 65. Now, depending on your product, you can change it to 18 to 65 or 18 to 25, whatever it is, depending on your product. You're going to want to be doing detailed target, and you're going to want to use one interest per ad set, and then you can narrow down either by engaged shoppers or online shopping. That way you can basically find the people that are more engaged to buy online. Now, do bear in mind, if you do pick one of these engaged shoppers or online shopping, it is going to cost more to use on Facebook. Then you're going to want to, for example, you're going to want the reach between 2 million and 50 million. So Facebook is getting very good at optimizing reaches between 2 and 50 million. So the bigger the reach, honestly, the better, because when you start to scale a product, Facebook will go through that potential reach very fast. The bigger, the better. Then you want to duplicate the ad set 4 times, and then you just want to change the interest per ad set. Now, guys, let me just quickly show you exactly what I've just told you, and let me just put it into action for you. I just thought I'd explain it, that way you kind of got an understanding when you're approaching it. So let me just jump right into my ads manager and show you how to lay this out step by step. So guys, you can see I'm in my ads manager, and this is how your screen should look. And you're going to want to hit the create button in the green here, and then you're going to want to go to where it says conversions. And then you're going to want to scroll down and toggle on the campaign budget optimization button. And then you're going to want to change the daily budget to 50 or 100, depending on what you're happy to spend. Now, just make sure, another massive golden nugget, make sure that your currency is either in US dollars or euros or pounds, obviously depending on where you live. But what I do say is I like to keep mine, although I'm based in the UK, I prefer to spend in US dollars because I get more for my money in US dollars. But do bear in mind, if you do not have a card that is okay with non-foreign transaction fees, then Facebook will charge your credit card a transaction fee. So unless you've got a credit card or a debit card that will not charge you for foreign transactions, only put the currency in your local currency, because if you don't, Facebook and your credit card company will charge you a foreign fee Do understand that, and that will eat into your profits. Now, there are loads of cards out there, credit cards, business credit cards, business debit cards that don't charge you a foreign fee. Just make sure you do your research and find one that is good for you. I will also leave a link in the description to the best credit cards with non-foreign transaction fees in the description on one of the videos I made. And then what you're going to want to do is you're not going to want to call the ad set name anything yet. I'm just going to quickly delete this. And then you're going to want to go to where it says create a pixel. Now, I'm not going to show you in today's video how to set up a pixel. I'll leave a link in the description below to a video which will show you how to set up a pixel, but just forget that for now. You should already have a pixel set up. Now we're going to go to where it says conversion event, and then where it says conversion event, there should be like a little box where it says select conversion. Scroll down and pick the one that says purchase, and then you want to go to where it says locations, and you're going to want to click edit, and then you're going to want to add United States. Let's add the United States. You're also going to want to add Australia, and then you're going to want to finish off with Ireland, and don't forget to add New Zealand. Sorry, I should have said that. You want to add New Zealand. Then what you want to do is you want to scroll down to where it says age here, and you want to click edit next to it, and you want to change this to 21 to 65. So you're going to leave that as that. And then genders, you want to leave it as all. And then detail targeting. So this part is very important. You want to untick this, expand your detail to hit more people in the performance area. Untick this, make sure it's always untuck. And then where it says add detailed targeting, make sure that you add something that is related to your product. Now there's a tool that you can use called Nerdy Interests. It's a completely free tool. You add it, you enter your product name or your niche, and it will give you suggestions based on that interest. And that is a very good tool that I recommend you use. Now, for example, to keep it simple, just enter something that is related to your product. So let's say, for example, I'm doing those knee enhancers for your knees if you're doing a lot of workouts or a lot of heavy duty tasks. I might type in fitness. So I'm just going to literally type in fitness, and you can see straight away it's coming up with physical fitness. So let me click that one. And then you can see the potential reach at the moment is 140 million. So that's a little bit too big for me. So what I might want to do is I might want to hit the narrow audience button, and then I might want to add something like engaged shoppers. So guys, I've added engaged shoppers, and you can see the potential reach has now been lowered to 41 million. And like I said, keep it between 2 million and 50 million. Now, you don't have to narrow down by engaged shoppers if your first interest. So let's say, for example, I get rid of engaged shoppers. Let's say the potential reach for physical fitness by its own was 40 million. You could have just kept it on its own, but if you need to narrow it down, either narrow it down by engaged shoppers or online shopping. Now, engaged shoppers is a behavior and online shopping is an interest. Bear that in mind, guys. Now, those ways will cost you more. If you narrow down, it will cost you more, guys. Do bear that in mind, please. It will cost you a little bit more per result. So do bear that in mind. And then you want to go to where it says show more options, and you want to keep the language as English all. Because you're targeting English speaking countries, you do not need to change it. Then you want to go to where it says placements, keep that at automatic placements. Now, by far, auto placements have become very, very powerful. You're letting Facebook work out what's working best for your niche and your target. So keep that as auto placements. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you keep the conversion window where it says conversion window 7 days click after clicking. You want to make sure that you keep that the same. Don't change the conversion window. Keep that the exact same. You only change the conversion window when you're doing retargeting, which I'm not covering in today's video, but keep that as it is. Then what you want to do is you want to scroll all the way back up to the top, and you want to enter your ad set name. So for example, I'm doing fitness. So we're going to do fitness as the interest. Remember, I did physical fitness. So I want to add physical fitness in here. Then what I'll do is I'll do the age. We're doing 21 to 65. Then we're doing the UK and Ireland. So you want to enter it like that. And then obviously the next ad set you make, you're going to change the ad set name to a different interest. So for example, let's say we've made this ad set, but we're making the next ad set. So let's say this ad set's all made. We're moving on to the next ad set. So in the next ad set, what you'd want to do is you just want to duplicate it, and you just want to click the suggestions button. And then Facebook give you so many good suggestions. So physical exercise is a good one. And then what I'd want to do is I'd want to delete the old one. So physical fitness, I'd want to delete that one. And you can see the potential reach for that one is now 140 million as well. So then I would want to narrow it down by engaged shoppers. So all you're doing is hitting the suggestion buttons on each ad set, and you're just picking one Facebook suggests to you. Then once you've done that, guys, you want to hit continue, and then you want to go to where it says ad name, and you're going to want to change this to Creative One. Now, the reason why you're changing this to Creative One is because remember, making 5 different creatives. We're making one creative with one thumbnail, another creative with a different thumbnail, a different ad headline, a different ad copy. We're making another ad creative with a different ad copy, a different ad headline. So together you should have 5 different creatives, because creatives is what gets success with Facebook, because Facebook wants variation, Facebook wants opportunity. So make sure that you give Facebook loads of different creatives. So you're going to call the first ad name creative 1, and then obviously when you make the next ad, you're going to call it creative 2, and then change the thumbnail, change the ad copy, change the headline. And then you want to scroll down, you want to select your page. To make sure you select your page, and then you want to go to where it says create ad, single image or video, and then you're going to want to go to where it says create ad media, and then you're going to want to go add video. And then as soon as you've added your video, what you're going to want to then do is it should give you the option that will say edit video. Hit the edit video section, and then when you hit edit video, it will say thumbnail. Hit the thumbnail button, and then it will let you upload a custom thumbnail. Now then what you're going to want to do is in the primary text, you're going to want to put your ad copy in here. So ad copy goes in here. And then the headline, you want to put your ad headline in here. Ad headline should go in here. And then in the description, now this is something that I like to do now. In the description box, I like to put free shipping and 50% off. So I put or whatever percent you're doing. So whatever percent you're doing off. So let's say you're doing 30% off, put free shipping and 30% off. But I do like to put that in there. Now do bear in mind the description part will only be seen on desktop, not on mobile, but it is very good to add that in there. And then you want to keep it to the destination to website, and then you're going to want to put your website URL, which is going to be your product page URL, bear that in mind. And then you're going to want to change the learn more button to the shop now button, which should be up here somewhere. And then what you're going to want to do is make sure your pixel is on. So once you've set up a pixel, it should just say pixel activated, and then you're going to want to hit confirm. Once you've hit confirmed, you're going to want to then go into your ads manager, go into the ad set level, very important, go into the ad set level, hit the duplicate button on the ad set you've made and duplicate it 4 times. So in total, you should have 5 ad sets with 5 different creatives and 5 different interests. Everything else is the same. The countries are the same. All of those are the same. The only things that are different, guys, is the ad creative and the interest. That's literally it, guys. If you've got any comments or any questions, put them in the description below and I'll help you kind of answer them. Now I'm going to go into how to kill and how to scale. That way you can achieve your first sale all the way up to your 30th sale. So guys, once you've published your campaign, your CBO campaign should now have 5 ad sets in there, 5 ad sets with different interests, and then you should have 5 ads with different creatives, different thumbnails, different ad copies, different ad headlines per ad. So 5 ads with different ad headlines, different ad copies, different thumbnails. The video is the same. So that should be everything done. Now you let your campaign run for 72 hours. Now CBOs take 72 hours instead of 48 hours to optimize. Optimization is key. Let it run for 72 hours. Very, very important. Now let's talk a bit about when to kill and when to scale. So the first thing here, guys, is the 48-hour rule. So if ad sets get no add to cart after 48 hours, then replace them with new ad sets with new interest. So what you could do is literally just go into the ad set level, click duplicate, change the interest, turn the old one off. After 48 hours, if there's not an add to cart on, at least per ad set, there should be at least 1 add to cart. So per ad set, there should be 1 add to cart. So make sure that you look at that after 48 hours. Sorry guys for the camera change. I'm having to record the video now on the laptop because the camera just died. So don't worry about that. The content is more important than the video capture. So the next stage, guys, is the 72-hour mark, but there's a few different things now. So let's say, for example, your campaigns ran for 72 hours. Your 5 ad sets got 0 sales, but if you go into the ads manager and you can see that they've got, so for example, let's say you got 5 ad sets, 0 sales after 72 hours, but each ad set got at least 1 add to cart, then what you can do is you can then have a total of 5 add to cart. So in total, you should have 5 add to carts in the campaign, but each ad set should have at least 1 add to cart. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you test another 5 ad sets with new interest, because basically what this is telling us is the product has got potential, but you're just not hitting the right people. So it might be the audience that might be the issue. But let's say, for example, you got, after 72 hours, no sales, and you didn't get at least 5 add to carts in total, then that to me is very, very poor. And that's telling me that the product or the target audience just isn't right at the moment. And you've got to understand that dropshipping and e-com is all about timing. When is the best time for that target market to see what you're going to offer them? So if you don't get at least 5 add to carts after 72 hours and you don't get any sales, then turn off the campaign, test another product, and rinse and repeat the whole process again, guys. Trust me, it's not worth the money. I'm just telling you from experience. Let's say, for example, you've got your 5 ad sets running for 72 hours. You've got at least one sale. Then what you're going to want to do is, if ad sets get sales, then keep them running for another 48 hours, because with CBOs, you don't need to do much. Just let them keep running and the CBO will optimize them and get them more sales. So let's say, for example, guys, it's the 72-hour mark. You've got 2 ad sets in the CBO with at least 1 sale each. You're going to let them run again another 48 hours, and you're going to replace the other 3 with new ad sets with new interest. After 4 days of the campaign running, if the campaign level ROAS, return on ad spend, is 2.5 plus, increase the campaign daily budget by $50. So what we're doing here is, let's say for example the campaign is running for 4 days. For the campaign to run the 4th day, it must have been successful. So the only time you should ever have a campaign running for 4 days should be once you've had at least 1 sale in the campaign. Very important, guys. Now, if the campaign ROAS on the campaign level is 2.5 or above, increase the campaign daily budget by $50. This way you're scaling efficiently. That way you're going to turn maybe 2 sales a day into 4 to 6 sales a day. Ad sets that are not performing well for the 4th day, make a new CBO campaign and break the ad set down. Ad sets that are performing well for 4 days. So let's say, for example, in the CBO campaign, you've got 1 ad set that is just doing insane. Now, this is normally the case. You're going to get 1 ad set in the CBO that just basically does better than all of them put together. Then put that 1 ad set into its own CBO campaign. So create a new campaign, put that 1 ad set into that campaign and break it down by age, gender, country, and placement. So you should have a new CBO with 4 ad sets, 1 by age, 1 by gender, 1 by country, and 1 by placement. That way, what you're going to do is you're basically going to scale that 1 ad set to the moon, and obviously then you'll increase the budget by $50 every 4 days if it is a 2.5 ROAS on the campaign level. And then what you're going to do is you're going to repeat the process with retargeting and lookalike audiences. So guys, that is pretty much the whole strategy. Don't worry if you don't understand some of it. You're more than welcome to ask some questions in the comment section below. I would recommend joining the E-commerce for Kings Facebook group, because if you ask your questions in there, you're going to get so much help from people that are willing to help you for free. But if you want one-to-one help, then I would recommend booking a consultation call with me if you need me to help you in between the strategy. But that is it for today's video. If you've took some value, make sure you like the video and let me know in the comment section below if you was able to get your first sale.